Hey, girl greatness. It's Lori Pelzer. We are live and we're kicking off 7 days of growth. I am excited about these next 6 days because tonight represents day 1. We're going to let some people know we are here. We don't want anybody to miss this conversation tonight. This could be the conversation that you needed in this very moment. So we want to let some people know that we are ready. And I'm excited for you. I am so excited for you. I'm excited for you because if you're here and you're showing up, then that means that you're going to get something out of this moment. So I want you to definitely get your paper out, have your pen ready. I want you to dive right on in because tonight we're going to talk about fear conditioning and how that is adverse to our possibilities and what you're going to need to do to get to your possibilities. I'm excited. I'm so excited about this conversation because one of the processes of my own life is that I've had to overcome fear on many levels, at many different occasions, and at many seasons in my life. And what I know about fear, it not only is it a thing that we've learned, it becomes a thing that we trust. Not only is it a thing that we learn, it's a thing that we trust. So we're letting some of you come in. I see you join it. I want you to share this opportunity with others. I want you to share that Lori Pelzer is live. She's talking fear, conditioning, and possibilities. I want you to share she got something to say. I want you to share if you don't know her, you want to get over here and get to know her tonight. I want you to get excited about being with me and share with others because every single one of us, we all desire opportunities, but we don't quite understand what's holding back the opportunity. The opportunity is inside of possibilities. Possibilities can't happen until we understand that it's the fear standing in the middle. So I want you to tag someone. I want you to share, hit the share button. I want you to let some people know Lori Pelzer's live. And if they don't know me, they don't have to know me. They just need to come over and get to know me tonight. So I want you to make sure you get your paper out and your pen because the next 30 minutes is going to be powerful. For the next 7 days, I will be live right here on Facebook. And tomorrow night will be Instagram as well. And we want you to be successful here, girl. Go be great. Lifestyle and Success Company is about your greatness. I am excited about your greatness. I know what it takes to be great. I know what it looks like. I know what it takes to be great, and I know what it looks like. I know the sacrifices in which you will have to make for yourself. I know exactly the plan that you will have to put in place, and I'm not saying your plan looks like my plan, but it is simply the exact plan of success, and it's really no different. It is the same plan. And it's always been the same plan. And we're going to just dive on in. For those of you who joined, I want to thank you. The plan for success is do it now. That's always been the plan. That will always be the plan. You only become successful the moment you start doing it now and you move toward the goal now. The only way you become successful, hear me, girl greatness, is that you dive in and do it now. You move toward the goal now. Not later, not when if, not hoping, but now. Movement now. So I want you to make sure that you grab that first. That is to be understood. So I want you to chew on that. Have you been moving now? Or do you just sit and think? Do you hide? Do you get silent? Do you avoid? Do you watch? We've all been guilty of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those. But what I know about success, success cannot move unless you are moving it. Success is not this thing that just by osmosis just happen and occur. Success is the obtaining of a goal. So you definitely do, yes, have to set goals. So to become successful, you have to do it now and you have to move toward a goal that you've set. Now, with all that being said, what's standing in the middle of us doing all of this? What's standing in the middle of our success? What is this thing that we have heard over and over and over again called fear? This word, this thing called fear. So I want to break it down very much for you over the next 6 days, because tonight is day 1. For those of you who are joining me, I want you to get excited about your life. I want you to stop and chew on that for a moment. Get excited about your life. Get excited, so excited about your life, you take action. You take action now. If you're ready to take action now, there is a link that's been placed right here in this live from one of my team members, which is my big team member. My operations manager's on the scene tonight, my incredible daughter, brilliant, smart, talented. And she has placed a link. I want you to click that link. Girl, go be great. Girl, say yes again to the possibilities. I want you to click that link before we even start. If you know right now you are ready to get in front of your success, get in front of your life success, take action. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. No hesitations. Do it now. I want you to text 470-295-9681. I want you to get a 7-point plan that I created. It's all digitized. It's a digital plan where you don't have to do but download it and get inside of a back portal and start to work at it. I mean, one piece at a time. I'm going to be going over that a little bit more. But if you know you're ready for possibilities and you don't need to wait and go through this whole entire 30, 40 minutes with me, you know you're ready and this is your special day and it has arrived for you today and I'm speaking to you already, click the link. Click the link right there under Jessica Washington's name or text 470-295-9681 and get your plan. This is a no excuse price. $37. I've decided to price this product at $37 because I want to give you no excuse. That was, for me, a huge decision because this product, this coaching product, is a high-level product. We're in a real challenging time. We're in a chaotic time. We're in an uncertain time, and we're going to need what? Support to get us on the other side. So I want to make sure you have no excuse. $37 to find new possibilities. So you've arrived, so you came for something. This is day 1 of 7 days of growth. We're going to talk growth. This is more what we call personal development. My company is a professional and personal development company. Girl, go be great lifestyle and success company. So this is personal development. We want to personally develop you. So beginning when the sun rose this morning, what did you see and what did you feel when you awoke this morning? When the sun arose this morning, did you feel this powerful possibility around you? Or did you feel the weight of the world or the weight of whatever you're dealing with sitting on your possibilities? If the second one is your answer, then fear conditioning was at play. Fear conditioning is the adverse feelings of things that you haven't even yet experienced. It's the adverse feeling of something that hasn't even happened yet. Fear conditioning is the feeling that there's some pain on the other side of something or the danger exists in something. Fear conditioning is a collection of emotional and belief systems, right? And perspectives that you were taught. Fear conditioning is a taught, and it has always been taught. It is a learned behavior. It has always been taught to us, and it is a learned behavior. Fear conditioning is something that we've claimed that someone else has given us. Because when we came into our world, we were not less than powerful. We were not less than powerful. I come from the projects. I come from a place called 48 in Columbia, South Carolina. I come from a place where, there's shooting, there's, possibly drug dealing, there's teen pregnancy, there's a lot of alcoholism, there's a lot going on. Police officers coming in the neighborhood was a thing. And so I grew up in a space where I had to really tackle fear conditioning. So I'd rather not, my whole idea, I'd rather not live in fear. So I had to conquer that because it was conditioned that if you lived in a certain place that you would live out a certain feeling. But I changed that and I conquered that. And I looked for possibilities versus how fear wanted me to see my life. So many of you are just waiting. You're waiting to claim your possibility. You're waiting on someone somewhere to give you permission to claim your possibility. You're waiting on just that thing to happen called the New Year's or your birthday or your anniversary or even Groundhog Day. I don't know what you believe in. Some women believe in the moon. Some women believe in the sun. And none of those are wrong. But to just sit and wait on a possibility when they're already here. Wait on a possibility when they're everywhere, right in front of you, all around you. Wait on a possibility when at any moment you can get it. Wait on a possibility when you're standing in the middle of your acres of diamonds. I'm getting ready to read you a quick story. So your date with destiny tonight is that you get possibilities. If you know that I'm speaking to you already, possibilities belong to you. I want you to click the link under Jessica Washington's name, my operations manager, and I want you to go in and get your 37 no excuse 7-point plan that comes with live coaching with me as a top coach in the industry who've coached hundreds of women, who's had opportunity to touch tens of thousands in my conferences, my big conferences, my small seminars, my master classes, and my masterminds, which we go to exotic locations to do those or places, near the water, high level places. I consider these a number of opportunities that a lot of women can't have because A, it is costly. B, it does require you to spend time away from home and work. But I want to give you a possibility. So I've created for you a no excuse opportunity where you not only get a power pack coaching program that's going to help you get to your possibilities, help you get there in a 7-point plan that I designed with videos, audios, and worksheets, and you get the power coach, me. As you go through the program, you get me. So your opportunity, is here, girl. All you got to do is do it now. See, I said earlier, for those you're just joining, success, becoming successful, is about doing it now. Not doing it tomorrow, not thinking about it, not sitting on the sidelines, not being silent, not being in avoidance of what you want is greatness. Do it now. I see you, Rochelle. I see you out there. Do it now. Step out, because if you do, your date with destiny, which is possibilities, has arrived. So we've created this experience for ourselves, most of us, that because we, quote unquote, have given fear so much power, fear has decided that it would exactly direct our lives. Number one, fear has decided it will direct our lives. Fear has decided it will tell us what to do, where to do it, and how to do it. It will then tell us who to do it with. It will then tell us what we are not equipped to do. Because once you gave fear positioning, you then gave fear the position. Fear lives and grows in your belief system. So whatever you believe, so will fear be there. So over these next 6 days, I'm breaking this down even further. You want to join me every single night, because what you want to do is claim your possibilities. A lot of women have been reaching out to me, especially over the last several weeks. They're seeing me work out. You've seen me probably work out. You've been on my story. You've been on my Instagram. You've been on my Facebook. That doesn't make me famous. That's not what I'm after. I'm not turned on by that. What I'm turned up about is seeing women succeed. And in this moment, we are at an all-time emergency. Everything we know has been changed or shifted or moved. Everything we know has presented us with a challenge. How we go eat out now, how we go shop now, how we go take care of our families now, how do we go to work now, how do we serve our own selves now, with some of the things we need to be a whole woman. How do we show up now? What do we say? How do we address racial injustice? How do we address those feelings? How do we address making more impact in our own lives? How then do we make more money in a time where everything seems challenging, chaotic, and literally we're feeling all of the unsettledness? You can't tell me you're not feeling some of that. Well, fear conditioning, being that it's an adverse feeling, it's a feeling of something happening that hasn't possibly happened yet. That means it's a feeling of pain or danger, or simply it's something that you don't even have a clue about. Fear is this realization that life is really happening. And most of us, we come from backgrounds and experiences that life has truly happened to us, not happened for us, not happening through us. But I want to see life happen through you. I want you to grab hold of possibilities. So I want you to give fear no more posture, no more place in your life. I want you to allow fear to what? Have a conversation with you. That's pretty deep. And that's the stuff we do in Girls Say Yes Again to Possibilities. You have an opportunity tonight to go over and get your $37 plan and get connected to a top level coach. I am one of the top level coaches in the country today. And that is because I do it now. That is because I see greatness. I don't see good. Good is free. Great costs something. That's because I put it on the line. That's because I risk it all. That's because I show up when the show up don't look like you should be showing up. That's when I go against everything that it looks like I should be doing, and I don't do it, and I go win. I don't just win. I go win. I go win in the thing I want. I go win in changing lives. I go win in being what God called me to be. I go win in showing up in my greater. Against all odds and obstacles, you have the same thing in you. You're here in this moment because you're looking for something. But you've waited and you waited and you've waited. It's time to claim that because fear has claimed it for you. Your special day has arrived. And so your special day has arrived. And we've been talking about fear conditioning and how you got there in the first place. There's no reason to wait any longer. There's many times I've been given a new opportunity, number 2. And I, just like you, have had to ask the question, am I ready? Do I want that? Is that for me? Can I have it? Those are fear conditioning concepts, fear conditioning questions. Those are not logical questions or skeptical questions. Skepticism is a fear-based conditioning that you were taught, remember I said that earlier, or that you've learned through your life experiences. So wait a minute. Not only is it destructive, it is absolutely one that will take you out of any possibilities that exist in your plane, which I'm calling your acres of diamonds. I'm getting ready to tell you a story, so stay with me. So I had to really sit inside of how do I move past fear? I had to have a conversation with it. That fear was me. There's an I you and a self you. So I had to have that conversation with the part of me that was addicted to fear. So many of you are addicted to fear. The I you or the self you is addicted to fear. When I wrote that on my notes, I thought, oh, now that's amazing, Lori. Because that concept kept showing up. Over all the years I've served women, when I came into the coaching space, I came into the space not in fear, not asking for permission. I bust in the door. I showed up in a place in Vegas with little money, but a big idea of possibility. I just lost all of my money in the real estate crash, my assets, my work, and my husband had gotten sick. My daughter was in college. My son was in college. I was scared to you know what. Fear don't even touch what I was feeling. I was in self-destruction mode. Because if any minute now, I was going to do something. I'd given a permission slip to fear. I'd given fear a place to exist in me. So I had to write a note to fear, dear fear. And I had to give fear a conversation. When I left Vegas, I left with a renewed possibility. I met some incredible women. I'm actually seeing one joined in right now. And I met these women. These women didn't look like me. These women didn't sound like me. But we were after the same thing. We were after possibility. Shout out to you, Christine. We were looking for the same thing. Against all odds, I showed up on a plane with no money. So for those of you who have considered that your possibilities are going to just happen, are just going to osmosis, show up by osmosis, you're wrong. If you believe you can sit in a silent fear conditioning behavior any longer, in a time where there's unrest, in a time where there is a whole unsettledness around us everywhere we go, you're wrong. If you believe that you're going to get big payouts and great success in this time without showing up and really going after your possibilities, you're wrong. And I know you're thinking, Lori Pelzer, you own it like that tonight? Yes, I am, because the call waiting is no longer available. Call waiting is old, outdated, and that technology is no longer available. Now we get to put 3 and 4 people on the line at the same time by touch through something called an iPhone or smartphone. There's now opportunities and possibilities in your plane. Remember I said right in front of you, number one. Number two, as you see them in the moment, they are you. So how you see yourself is your possibilities. And then I said standing in the middle of it. You're standing in the middle of it. Number 3, I had to learn that I had to confidently my tongue got twisted. I'm so excited. I had to confidently go in the direction of my possibilities. Because fear conditioning will tell you, stop, pause, hold, don't do that, cross over there, hold, wait a minute, don't cross over there, hold. I mean, you'll be doing like robot moves. Fear is so confusing. Fear is a confusing concept. Because at one minute it tells you, oh, there's danger over there. And the next minute it tells you, you don't really want that. So you ask the question, I thought fear could be a good thing, Lori. Well, if it's stopping you from going in danger, it's possible. But the beginning of this idea is that everything that you were taught, everything that you were told about fear created more of it. So no wonder women are struggling financially right now. Am I saying that I'm, better than you? Absolutely not. I've been to the bottom. I'm talking about hungry, homeless, and hurtling around for what was next. See, there's no appointment necessary for you to find possibilities. So when I lost all in 2008, I had to have that conversation and meet fear face on. And everything I was conditioned to feel or think, I had to give it a go. Meaning a go at it, where I go at it the way I see I need to go at it. I challenge it the way I knew I needed to challenge it. And I moved past it the way I needed to move past it. I couldn't hear anybody in my ear. I couldn't hear anybody that wasn't speaking possibilities because I'm hungry, I'm homeless, and I'm hurtling around. I just lost $1 million of my money. I don't need anybody else to tell me what I didn't do, what I should have did, what I could have did. You have to decide tonight that you're going to do it now, as I said earlier. The no excuse price of $37 is one that I decided to give to every woman who's been wanting a high-level coach. For every woman in this moment where COVID-19 changed our lives forever, where racial unrest has changed our life forever. Black lives matter. We've always mattered. We are humanity. We are part of this incredible universe. The heavens honor, and the heavens have blessed us with gifts and talents and ideas and concepts and innovations. So for you to make an appointment for success any longer is a no-go. Hear from me tonight. There is a reason for you to exist in this moment. Success does not require a permission slip. Success requires you to search out your possibilities. And that's what I went to do. And that's how I became a coach. That's how I showed up in this space after spending 15 to 17 years of my life. And I say 17 because I kept my license for 2 to 3 more years trying to make it work, hoping that it could work. But in that moment of realizing my special day had arrived when I went to Las Vegas and I met this woman there who was teaching. Her name was Allie Brown, who was giving out and pouring out to women all over the world. I was looking around the room and I saw women from Australia and New Zealand. Women were from everywhere across the United States. I couldn't believe what I was seeing because I had never seen that before. I read success magazines. I read a ton of books. I attended how many real estate conferences. I was an empowerment speaker. Motivational speaker, what they called us then. I couldn't believe what I was feeling in that moment. That I was sitting inside of something that was so different than what I was just experiencing. So this may be just that. There will be no Groundhog Day. Okay, if I see Groundhog, then I move. There will be no more of that. There will be no more holding on too long and hanging up the phone because you're afraid to pick it up and hear the possibility on the other end. That time has passed. You're going to be left. You don't have to sit on the sidelines. You don't have to be silent anymore. You don't have to wait. You don't have to be the one running after gurus. You just need to show up. Do it now. There's a link. I'm going to give you this final piece tonight. And the truth is, you get to choose. Every time I do something like this, I often ask myself, because I have to stop and think it through and chew on it too. I'm more likely to chew on it and sit with it. Am I giving you a crutch or am I giving you a crutch? It's paradoxical. Crutch to actually get up and move, or crutch to lean on and not move as fast as you can. So I always ask that question because success will ask questions of you. I want you to share this video with 3 or 4 girlfriends. I want you to tell them to go get their no excuse 7-point plan where I created it for you to have an opportunity to move confidently in your direction of your dreams. Success belongs to you. Fear says something very different. Fear says wait. Fear says hang up the phone. Fear says be cautious. Fear says check it out. Fear says make sure you talk to your mama or your brother or your husband. Fear says all that. But I say you don't need any more permissions. There's no permission slip necessary. Success does not require a permission slip. There's no appointment necessary. Success requires you to say, I'm in. Do it now. That's all success requires. And if you practice doing it now, more than you practice the idea of feeling that there's some danger or some pain on the other side, you'll see the whole idea of possibilities. I want to read the story to you before we leave tonight. For those of you who know that you are ready, right? You're ready to do it now. You heard me. You grabbed hold of this. You're ready to accept the idea of success. Don't matter how many times you've heard it. This is your birthday. This is your birthday. The day you birthed something out of you today. So I want you to get excited I want you to go over and get your plan. Not only does that plan come with 7 points of what I've created for you to get to possibilities, the plan comes with me. I added me into the plan so you don't just get this digital thing and get lost out there. I want you to know that I want to look at more women thriving than seeing that many more women just surviving. And my role in that is to be a part of the solution. There's a story called Acres of Diamonds. I'm going to read a little bit of it to you. I know the story, but I don't want you to miss anything. The Acres of Diamonds story is a true one. It's a true story told of an African farmer who heard tales about other farmers who had made millions by discovering the diamond mines. The tale is so exciting. Earl Nightingale told this, and I love the idea of what Earl says at the end. The tale is so exciting, he says. The farmer that he could hardly wait to sell his farm and go prospecting for diamonds himself. He sold the farm and spent the rest of his life wandering the African continent, searching unsuccessfully for the gleaming gems that brought such high prices on the market in the world. So he went out in the world, all right, looking for this what? Because he heard a tale. The tale was about other farmers who had made millions by discovering the diamond mines. So he was so excited, he went out and he sold his farm to go prospecting for diamonds himself. He sold the farm and spent the rest of his life wandering the African continent. This goes back to fear conditioning, searching unsuccessfully for the gleaming gems that brought such high prices on the market of the world. He said, Earl shares, finally worn out. He was finally worn out, and he was left in a despondency. He was so despondent, he threw himself in the river and drowned. Fear conditioning is at, oh my God, worked him to death. Got to go back and listen to the beginning of the video if you're just joining in to us tonight. Fear conditioning versus possibilities. Meanwhile, the man who has bought his farm, so someone came and bought the farm, right? Happened to be crossing the small stream on the property one day when suddenly there was a bright flash of blue and red light from the stream. He bent down, he picked up a stone. It was a good-sized stone. And admiring the stone, he brought it home. He brought the stone home and put it on his fireplace. And when he put it on his fireplace on the mantle, he just looked at it with curiosity. He was so full of curiosity about this stone. Then it goes to share with us that several weeks later, a visitor came by. The visitor came by, picked up the stone off of the mantle, looked at it closely, looked at the stone closely, held it in his hand, and nearly fainted. The man nearly fainted. He asked the farmer if he knew what he'd found. The farmer said, no. I smell possibilities happening. That he thought it was a piece of crystal. The visitor told him he had found one of the largest diamonds ever discovered. The farmer had trouble believing that. Fear conditioning back at play. He told the man that his creek was full of such stones, full possibilities at play. Not all as large as the one on his mantle, but sprinkled generously throughout the creek bottom. The first farmer had sold, remember, said so that he might find diamond mines other places. It turned out to be one of the most productive mines, diamond mines, on the entire African continent. The first farmer had owned free and clear acres of diamonds, but he had sold them for practically nothing in order to go look for them elsewhere. The moral is very clear here, girl greatness. the first farmer had only taken the time, if he'd only taken the time to study and prepare himself to learn what diamonds look like in their rough state. I want you to hear that. If he only had taken the time. If you only take the time right now, stop and chew on everything I've said in the last 30 minutes, you will find that possibilities is a click button away. I created the program 7-point plan for you to say yes again to your possibilities. Fear conditioning will have you ask all the questions. It will have you do all of the line by line that we do as women when fear kicks in and we're just looking for an excuse to say no to ourselves, and we're looking for a way to get out, and we're looking for a way to avoid, we're looking for silence in it, we're looking to watch and keep watching and learning, and maybe, just maybe, we'll do it the next time. That's not how I roll. I'm the girl with the acres of diamonds because my curiosity, my innovation, my ingenuity is always at play. I'm looking right now for the next big online opportunity. I'm looking right now for the next Girl Go Be Great project, which we're in. And I got one more coming. I'm looking, I'm exploring. So he goes on to say, if he only had prepared himself to learn what diamonds look like in their rough state. See, in your rough state, you don't quite get it. You don't quite get that possibilities come in their rough state. They don't look like what they plan to be later. They look like work. They look like you got to cut that wood and carry the water. They look like you got to pound that stone. They look like you got to show up over and over and over again. That's what success is, repetition. So we shy away from that because we want to go where the greener pastures are. We want to go over where it looks easier. We want to get all of the 1, 2, 3 step and become a millionaire or what? A thousandaire in hours. There is no such thing unless you hit the lottery or you do a really great job at picking the right stock. There is no moment like that. The moment, though, is like that because it's inside of you. So profoundly, so many millions of women are affected every day by an idea that she never birthed. So your uterus is full of ideas, yet explored, yet engaged, and yet delivered. So it's so the time. You want financial growth, you want intangible growth, or you want riches, or you want legacy. Which one you want? Like the African farmer in the acres of diamonds. Those diamonds were sprinkled generously, the story says, throughout the farm. Generously. So possibilities are sprinkled generously. I'm going to be in several speaking engagements across the country from here to Canada, starting next week all the way through July. I'm going to be sharing with women, and mainly I'll be talking to entrepreneurs with a product that I currently am utilizing and sharing with women entrepreneurs how to protect her business. How to get legally protected. So many women find the dream, get in the dream, and yet the next thing she's financially done because she didn't protect her business legally. She couldn't even fight herself out of a bag. And I'm going to be honest with you, that time has passed. We're in a new season. Everything we know has changed. So for those of you who are in the personal development need, you have a decision to make tonight. You can choose to wait on your birthday. You can choose to wait on Groundhog Day. Like I said, you could choose to get a sign from the sun or the moon. You can choose to pray for 3 days, fast for 5. It's your choice. But what I want you to do is think about the acres of diamond. The moral is very clear. If the first farmer had only taken the time to study and prepare himself to learn what diamonds look like in their rough state and to thoroughly explore his property, not looking elsewhere. What's in your plane right now? Every wildest dream you got is inside you, is right in front of you. When I wrote this note for you, right in front of you, at the very moment where you are right now, not tomorrow, tonight, and standing in the middle. You are standing in the middle of your new year right in the middle of 2020. 2020 is not over. Your green pastures are still here. There is no greener pasture than the one you're in. Your pastures that are green are your possibilities. Your pastures that are brown is your fear conditioning at play. Let go of whoever sold you fear. Give it back to them. Dismantle those thoughts. That's why I want to be your coach. I knew that there were many women who could not afford the level of coaching that I offer today. I create products and programs for every level woman in her economic state. I want you to be a part of your own greatness. You have to show up. You have to say, I can, I am, I'm ready, I'm powered for this. I am, I can, I'm ready, I'm powered for this. So if you try to sit in anything other than that, you try to put that diamond on the mantle and just look at it every single day, no possibilities come out of something you sit and watch and hope for. No one is going to come save you. You're your own rescue. I want you to think tonight that possibilities is green. Your green, your riches you seek, your wildest dreams are in the effective understanding of how to apply what I created for you, a 7-point plan. So girls, say yes again to your possibilities. I've created for you a 7-point plan. It includes videos, audio training, as well as worksheets. But guess what it really is? You get me. As you go through the program, I've added me in there 3 times for you. That is unheard of for $37. That's almost like, let me see, just giving it to you. But I didn't choose to do that. I knew you needed to show up. If only you just took the time to explore. In this very moment, it is quite possible that you are the next rich girl. You are the next woman you've been looking at, stalking, drooling over, girl crush, thinking that if I could only get some of that energy. You got it. It's already in there. So let's move and explore what's in your acres, your possibilities. Every bit of fear that has been placed inside of you has been placed there because you were trained. You were trained. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be drawing on a very different part of fear conditioning versus possibilities. Tonight, what you heard tonight was the night for you. If you want to come back tomorrow night, join me. But don't come back without taking an action. We started that when we came in tonight. Do it. $37, your no excuse price. I don't have nothing to say about that price. There's no negotiation on that price. There's no refunds on that price. You are going to get a top level coach with a power pack coaching program. There's no way there's no other place on the marketplace that's offering this because I want to get the job finished in you. Your job is not finished. You got to finish the job. Hear the passion in my voice. A girl from the projects, 2 babies before she was 18 years old. A girl been through sexual childhood trauma and abuse. A girl that father left the home and denied me for many years. Then to only say, yes, she's my daughter. Only when I was successful. And we still couldn't figure that thing out. Women are profoundly affected by her story. Whether that is you were from a rich family, but you didn't get the love. That you were from a broken family and you got beaten and still didn't get the love. No matter your story, maybe you got 4 degrees, 3 degrees, 2 degrees, and you don't see your greener pastures. Whatever the story, you can change that tonight. The job is not finished in you. There's no more time to wait. We're in a challenging, unsettled uprising. So you got to rise to a new level in you. And the only way you do that is A, you make a decision. B, you get what? You get to the do it now state of mind. And 3, you get support. And you got all those. So click the button, Jessica Washington, under her name. Or you can text 470-295-9681. 7-point plan. Girls, say yes again to your possibilities. It's awaiting you. I expect to see you get your plan. I'll see you on the other side, which is greatness. Have some women with me tomorrow night that are in your plane, that are in your field, that are part of your group and your community. We want to get this message moving. We want every woman to understand what success really looks like. It looks like possibilities, and it does not look like fear conditioning. So tomorrow night is going to be a powerful, powerful, even more explosive night. I'll be bringing a very new message about fear conditioning and possibilities. I look forward to seeing you, girl, on your other side, which is greatness for you, not good. Good don't cost nothing. Great costs something. Good is free. Be blessed, girl. You go be great. It's been my pleasure serving you tonight. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, I was saying, a lot of women have been contacting me about my working out. Do you know that I had to fight fear conditioning to get back to working out? The fear conditioning was like, Lori, you'll be 50 next month. So what are you saying? Like, what's going on with you? Like, you know how much pain that's going to be, right? And I'm already in menopause. So yes, I was having some aches and some pains and so forth. But the moral is very clear. I'm going to explore all of my greatness. I'm not dead. I'm still living. I'm breathing. Thank you, Rochelle. Good night to you. I'll see you on the other side, which is greatness, girls. Y'all be good. I'll see you tomorrow night. Go get your plan. There's no excuse.